Hello students, in this video I'd like to demonstrate how to do APA referencing the easy way. So I'm going to show you something that is going to cut down a lot of time and make things easy for you, which is always nice. In your assignment, you've been writing about gene technology. I've got an example of some notes that I could have included in such an assignment that I would be writing. So just this page is including just some information here. I've quoted a statement directly, so I have my quotation marks. And here I've written something in my own words. So this one came from a Guardian article, and the Guardian is a reputable news agency. And here's the article here. It's written by Ian Sample, and he wrote it on 2007. Okay. Now, another source for the second part of the part that I wrote over here, the advantages I got from this particular publication. So this is from the National Human Genome Research Institute. Now, it's important that in your assignment that you include referencing. The reason for that is in the future, if you were to write something, whether it be scientific or in some other ways, you're communicating information, it's important that you include where you're getting that information from. So if you're quoting the history of something or statement, somebody's research, it's important that you able to communicate that effectively, so you can then make a convincing assignment or whatever you happen to be doing. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to use an online reference generator. So there is plenty of these. So I'm just going to type in online reference generator. Okay, just like that. And I'm just going to go with one I've used in the past. So this is for me. If it doesn't work for you, you can use one of the other ones. So there's other reference generators. Okay, so we're going to use APA referencing for this. So I'm going to start by adding a new reference. All right, now this website uses a lot of ads. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. If you put on ad blocker, I've found that this particular website doesn't like it. So you might have to disable ad blocker for this one. Or if you found another way to work around it, you can do that as well. So we're going to be using a website for this one just to make it nice and easy. All right, so what we need to be doing is, all right, so let's start with the first one. Okay, so I'm going to copy this and see what it finds. So copy the URL from the website that we did. Let's see, I've actually already tried this already. Okay, so let's, okay, it's found some information. Let's cite it and keep clicking through continue. Okay, you published. I might change that. The article actually came in 2000. Actually, I'll leave that as it is because it will actually say this. The access date here. The year published is actually stated here, 2000. So let's go and change that. So if you find any errors in here, worthwhile changing that. So you can see here in the URL, it does actually say when it was published. It was 2007. Websites have a history of just re-updating. And you can leave the access date. So then if there is a change to the website at a later date, this is when you found it. Okay, complete citation. All right, so you can see that I've got the first one here. Now, I'm going to take my in-text reference and I'm going to reference that. I'm going to put an in-text reference. Okay, thank you. Not right now. All right, I'm going to take that, I'm going to put it on here at the end of here. So after I've done a quote, it's important that I reference that quote. All right, paste without formatting, there you go, sample 2007. And I'm going to put the second part into the reference list. So when your teacher looks at your assignment, they'll see this in-text reference and say, okay, that's good. Let's see where you got that from. And they'll go and find it down here in your reference list at the bottom of your assignment, or the last page of your PowerPoint, or wherever you have it, whichever format you choose to use for your assignment. Okay, so let's go back to me and let's go copy the second part. So your bibliography, copy out this part. All right, so copy. All right. Nope. All right. and then you can paste that without formatting there. So I typically like to see this in order. So whatever thing you sampled, so you've got it here. Okay, you might use this article for other things later on, but then you just repeat the in-text reference and only need to put this in once. All right, but that's the first thing I've gotten here. I know the way it's written, I might have included something before this, but as far as what I've included right here, that is the first one. Okay, this is the second one. Okay, so let's go. So this is from a government body, the National Human Genome Resources Institute. So this is a government. You can tell by the GOV. So it's American government. If they don't have another thing trailing that. All right. So let's go put that in here. Add a new reference. Now I actually did Harvard style here, but we're meant to do APA. Doesn't really matter. It's very similar. Okay, I'm just going to complete citation. I'm not sure exactly when they wrote it, but I think you can actually see on here. Last updated, actually, probably should have put that for the year published. I might even change that when it comes to, I can just change that here. All right, so I made a mistake here, and it does actually last published on, double check that, 2015. So that was actually wrong, but as far as if you make little mistakes like this, yeah, I think for this assignment it's forgivable, so long as you're including some referencing, so your teacher can go and find where you found your information from. Okay, so but for the sake of myself doing it, I will do it correctly. All right, paste without formatting. Okay, that was 2017. Okay. All right, second reference is, all right, just go down here. All right, nope, that's that one. This one here. All right, no. I should have just clicked show me this again, shouldn't I? That's the last time I'll be doing that now. All right, so let's put the second one in, and there you go. Actually, I might just keep the formatting correct by doing paste without formatting, and I will change that to 2017. So that's when it was last updated. I'm not sure when it's first published. But this edition is when it was last updated, so I'll put that there. But we accessed this on the 17th of February 2019. Okay, that's all I wanted to show you. So be sure to include both in-text and referencing your reference list as well. That's that will get you the maximum allowed marks for the referencing. Be sure you include it. If assignment that is lacking referencing is a pretty clear indication that you don't fully understand the material, and chances are you may have plagiarized it. Okay, so thank you for your attention.